Hi, my name is Steve Jameson, and today I'm going to be talking to you about ebooks, what Covenant has, and how you can access them. So first up, there's a couple ways that you can access ebooks through Covenant, and the first way I'm going to show you is through the ebooks link right under the catalog search bar on the library homepage. See there highlighted in the screenshot. And that will take you to the EBSCO host interface for ebooks. And let's take a look at what is available there. So first of all, we have EBSCO ebooks that are owned by Covenant. We have over 3,100 titles in that collection. They're mostly theology and biblical studies from publishers such as InterVarsity Press, Baker Publishing, T&T Clark, Westminster John Knox, Crossway, Cambridge University Press, Erdman's, and Oxford University Press, as well as others. And that includes a number of biblical commentaries, so that's great resources for your biblical studies classes. Now with these, you do have to watch out for user limits. Depending on what the publisher allows and will sell to us and what we have purchased, some books may only be able to be used by one person at a time, or maybe 3 people at a time. Some will be available for any number of users at a time. And others will allow only a fixed number of uses per year. Now also in that EBSCO host interface is EMO. And that is a shared Mobius collection of ebooks, a group of libraries that we're a member of. And we share this one very large collection. It is over 200,000 ebooks across all kinds of academic disciplines. So it's not just religion and theology, it is everything. And these ebooks are all unlimited number of simultaneous users. So let's take a look at using that. So here I am on the library homepage. I'm going to scroll down, and right here underneath the catalog search bar, there's the ebooks. I'll click through, and I'm going to do a search for Christian ethics today. So I'm going to start off looking at number 2 here, Christian Ethics, a Historical Introduction. I click through, and one of the things I can first look at is right here where it says concurrent user level. So this is going to tell me how many people can use this at a time. And in this case, it is just one person at a time. So this doesn't, it says 1 copy is available. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is available for me to access. That just means that the Covenant Library owns 1 copy of this ebook that one person can use at a time. Let me go back and find another one. Come down here to number 4, Applied Christian Ethics. Take a look at this one, and we can say that this is unlimited user access. So any number of people can be looking at this ebook at a time. So that's great. So let's go in and take a look at those. So we have a couple choices. Sometimes you only have the PDF version. Sometimes you only have the EPUB e-reader format. Sometimes you have both. So the PDF is great if you want to kind of mimic the experience of looking at the actual pages in the book, because the PDF will have the page images themselves and the pagination will match its print counterpart. So if you're citing, if you need to cite something from a book, a PDF is a great way to go, because then you can use the actual page numbers as the print book. But if you want a little easier time reading on a mobile device, then you may want to check out the EPUB. The EPUB is a e-reader format where it doesn't limit the text to a simulation of the print pages. It is just the text, and it can be resized, made larger, smaller, whatever you would like to make it easier for you to read, and it will reflow the text accordingly across your device. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the PDF in this case. So I open up, and there's the book. So this is one option I have for using a book. I can view it online. I can page through by clicking down here. I can also use the table of contents to jump to a particular section that I'm interested in. So that's one option. Now this can work great for a book like this one where we have unlimited copies available. However, if there's only one copy available, then that's great if I can get in now, but if I come back a day later and someone is already using it, then I'm going to be locked out. So there's also some ways that you can download content from the ebook for use offline, and you don't have to worry about, is someone else using this? It's reserved for you. So the first and easiest way is to download a section of the ebook. You can see in the table of contents section here, there's this little download button. So that allows me to download that chapter. And this will be just a standard PDF file that will be saved to my computer. It's yours to keep forever. And the only limitation is it's limited to a certain number of pages set by the publisher. You can see that up here under Publisher Permissions, where it will allow me to print, email, or save up to 60 pages from this book. So I can click that download button. I can download just the current page, and then some number of pages after that that I specify, or it gives me the option to get that whole chapter, which is 18 pages. So I can download that PDF and save that to my computer. The last option for downloading is up here, where I can download this entire book. And we have a guide on our website to help you out with this. Go to the library homepage. You scroll down to Guides and Help. And I'm going to look for the How to Download eBooks guide right here. So there's a couple things you need when you download an entire ebook. You will not get a standard PDF file. It's going to be a locked file that's subject to a checkout limit, checkout time limit. And so you will need a supported ebook reader app to work with that file. If you're on a computer, a Mac, or a PC, then you will need to download Adobe Digital Editions. If you're on a iOS device, Android, or an Amazon Fire tablet, then you'll want to download the Blue Fire Reader app. This does not work with kind of your standard e-ink Amazon Kindles. This is only the Amazon Fire tablets. Once you get that downloaded, you'll be prompted to create an Adobe ID. This is an optional step, but it can be handy, especially if you want to sync your ebooks and your reading progress across multiple devices. So you can sign up for an Adobe ID at that link and then log in to your app. And then you'll need a personal EBSCOhost account, which you'll create the first time you download an ebook. So I want to download this book, so I'm going to download, and it wants me to sign in or create an account. So I already have an account, and my web browser has filled in my login for me. Thank you. But if you don't already have an account, just click down here to create a new account. Just enter a little information, including your email address, and you'll have a free account with EBSCOhost to track your checkouts and downloads. So I'm going to sign in. It's now going to let me download the book. Again, I can choose either the PDF or the EPUB, and it gives me some recommendations. I just checked that I have Adobe Digital Editions, and it gives me the download link there, which I already have that installed. And I can choose how long I want this book checked out for. So I can get it for up to 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks, the book will lock, and I will no longer have access to it. I'd have to come back in and re-download the ebook to renew my checkout. So there we go. So it has downloaded and showed up in my download manager here. So so this is downloaded the checkout file. So this will open in Adobe Digital Editions. And I'm getting an error. Let me try that again. Okay, I got that problem fixed. So I've downloaded the book again. Sometimes persistence pays off. And I'm going to try opening that again. And there we go. It's downloading the actual ebook now, and there it is on my computer. So the next way to access Covenant's ebooks is through the Covenant catalog. And so you can search in the search bar, on our homepage, or you can click through to our catalog to be able to do an advanced search to limit your search just to our ebook collection. Now, what will you find in the Covenant catalog? So one, you will find those Covenant-owned EBSCO ebooks. So all those Covenant-owned EBSCO ebooks that were in the EBSCO host interface also have records in our catalog, and you will find them there. You'll find selections from EMO. So we've gone through EMO as best we can and tried to pull out the most relevant titles for study at Covenant Seminary and included them in our catalog as well. You'll also get some titles from Cambridge University Press that are hosted on Cambridge University Press's website. Those are some biblical studies and theology titles that we have purchased directly from the publisher. We also have some ebooks, the Hermeneia commentary series on the Project Muse site. And then we have the ACLS Humanities eBooks collection, which is a collection of ebooks published by university presses and some other scholarly publishers in a variety of fields. So let's take a look at those. I'm going to go back to the home page, clean up my tabs, and go to the Covenant catalog. I want to do an advanced search since I want to limit to just the ebooks. I'm going to go over here under search options on the right, click advanced search. And again, I'm going to search for Christian ethics. And I'm going to come down here to my limits and limit to ebook and search. So several things come up here. So here's, let's take a look at number one. So applied Christian ethics. This is one we just downloaded, and that's an EMO ebook. So you get, here's the Covenant link, and then some other institutions that also have access to this through that shared Mobius collection email. So you would just click the Covenant link and you'd be able to go into the EBSCO website and access that book. Let's see what else we have. Here's Doing Christian Ethics from the Margins. And this is one of those ebooks from the ACLS Humanities collection. And this is, so here's Fonpon also has access to this, and here's the Covenant link. So you just click the Covenant link and that'll take you through our system to that ebook. Go ahead and click that. And there's that book. And so I can read the book online, or I can download any section of the book that I want to read, or read any section online. So I can download any individual chapter at a time. And these are, there's no limit on the number of users that can access this. And these PDFs that you download are unrestricted. They're yours to keep forever. Let's take a look at another one. Come down to the Blackwell Companion to Christian Ethics. So this is an ebook that we have through the Credo reference platform, and we will come back and talk about them in just a minute. And lastly, we'll come down to number 11, Justice and Christian Ethics. This is one of those Cambridge University Press titles that is hosted on the Cambridge website. We can click through there to go over to their website and get in. Yes, accept your cookies. And again, here's the different chapters of the book, and I can download an unrestricted PDF for any individual chapter. So let's review. So we'll compare content. So we talked about two ways to access Covenant's ebooks so far. There's the ebooks search link, which takes you to the EBSCO host interface. And through that EBSCO ebook search, you have access to Covenant's EBSCO ebooks, as well as the EMO Mobius shared collection. If you go in through the Covenant catalog, you'll have those same Covenant-owned EBSCO ebooks. You will have selections from EMO, and then you will also get these other titles, Cambridge University Press, the Hermeneia commentary series on Project Muse, and the ACLS Humanities collection. Now there's one more set of ebooks we need to talk about, and that's online reference. So we saw a book come up with Credo reference, and Credo is one of our online reference providers. So what do you get in online reference? Like we saw Credo reference. We have biblical studies and theology dictionaries and encyclopedias available on that platform. We also have Gale Virtual Reference Library, where we have religion, counseling, and education encyclopedias. We have Oxford Reference, biblical studies and theology encyclopedias. And then De Gruyter. We have one title on there, Encyclopedia of the Bible and its Reception. So these reference tools are really handy when you're beginning your research process, you're trying to find your way and understand your topic a little bit better before you dive in to do some research. And we provide that online reference search to search all these platforms simultaneously and get at the individual articles within each of these reference works. And so I want to show you how that works. So I'm going to go back to the library homepage. Again, scroll down right below the catalog search bar and hit that online reference link. So here's our online reference search, and I'm going to search for atonement. So this is searching across those 4 different platforms, bringing back the top results from each. So first up, the first one to come back was Gale Virtual Reference Library. And we have Day of Atonement in the Encyclopedia Judaica, Atonement, Christian Concepts from the Encyclopedia of Religion, Cambridge Dictionary of Christian Theology. So I can look at any of these that are of interest to me and click through to that resource. And so I'm reading now, I can read about Christian concepts of atonement, Old Testament background, New Testament foundation, and so on. A nice introduction to the topic as I begin my research. I'll scroll down. Here's Credo reference. So we have Evangelical Dictionary of Theology, Dictionary of Biblical Imagery, Dictionary of Scripture and Ethics, and so on. Here's De Gruyter. So this is the Encyclopedia of the Bible and its Reception. And we have a number of relevant articles from that resource. And then last to come in was Oxford Reference. We see articles on atonement from titles such as the Oxford Encyclopedia of the Bible and Theology. Again, I can click on any of these and go straight to that platform and read that article. If I see that I'm getting a lot of relevant results from a platform, I can also see more from that platform. And this will push my search onto that platform, and I can see everything that I can get there. So there's quite a number of articles here. So not just about atonement, then we get into the extent of atonement, theories of atonement, etc. So that's it. That covers the main ways to get access to Covenant's ebook content. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.